Good evening.
Robert, what are you doing here?
I need to talk to you all.
Mother, why don't you go upstairs and lie down?
Please, I'd like her to stay.
There's no reason for my wife to be involved in this.
Oh, nonsense, dear. Please, I'm so intrigued by the whole process. Please go on, Robert.
Well, what's this all about?
Well, I have some questions for you all, and I'd appreciate some straight answers.
What are you inferring, that we lied to you before?
Well, let's face it, there's been more than a spot of evasion on everyone's part throughout this case.
All right, let's get on with it. What's it all about?
A new drug was found in Beatrice's system.
What kind of drug?
A deadly one, well, to her anyway. It was what ultimately killed her.
On top of all the other drugs you made?
No. We've isolated this one drug as being the cause of her death.
You mean that one person did it instead of several, as you've been saying?
That's right. And that one person can be charged with first-degree murder.
Well, why have you come here to tell us this?
I want you to know what you're all up against.
What do you mean what we're up against? I thought you said you narrowed it down to one person.
This affects you all.
Why don't you just tell us what it is?
Well, as you well know, you've been very high on my list of suspects.
Yeah, you've made that very clear.
I also knew about Lila's ultimatum. Either Beatrice goes, or she goes.
Was the only proper attitude that I could take, Robert.
I know that, Lila. But I also know about the Bible page. Never gotten a divorce.
Did you also know that Beatrice was using it to blackmail us?
Yes.
I don't mean to speak ill of the dead, Robert, but she was a horrible woman.
She was also your husband's former mistress.
Why are you bringing all this up?
Because I want to establish straight off that there was no love lost between Lila or Beatrice.
Why does my mother figure so heavily in this conversation?
Because it was Lila's heart medicine that killed Beatrice.
That's absurd. My mother doesn't even take that medicine anymore.
That's not true,
Don't you say another
No.
word, Lila, not till I get the lawyer.
No, Edward. I'm not afraid of Robert's questions. It's quite true, Robert. I do take heart medicine every day.
Lila, I'm sorry to
No,
say...
it was not Lila.
Father, be quiet.
Lila did not do it. I did. I gave her Lila's heart medication. I killed Beatrice. Arrest me.
Oh, Edward, no. You don't mean it.
I'm sorry, but yes, I'm the one who killed her. I'm the one who killed Beatrice.
Oh.
Mother. She's resting. Stillness with her.
She'll be all right.
Yeah, in a few minutes.
Well, maybe I should go upstairs.
We need you here more, Mother. Stay here.
Edward, I hope you realize what you're doing by confessing like this. If you gave Beatrice Lila's heart medication knowing it could kill her, you can be charged with first-degree murder.
Yeah, I'm well aware of that.
You should have told us, Father.
We might have been able to do something to help, Edward.
Monica, there's no way in the world we can undo our mistakes. Eventually, they all catch up with us.
That I believe you gave her that drug knowing it would kill her.
That is premeditation. You yourself said you weren't that desperate.
Well, perhaps I wasn't thinking.
I'll say.
Edward, are you admitting that you wish to do Beatrice harm?
Yes, sir, I am.
Father.
Look, we would like a lawyer here. No more questions until Edward is protected.
Monica, I can speak for myself. A lawyer will not be necessary.
It's your right.
I waive the right.
He's lost his mind.
Look, I hated Beatrice. There's no secret about that. I mean, her medical lawsuit, her constant embarrassment of Lila. I just wanted her out of the way, quickly and permanently.
I don't believe this.
Come on, read me my rights or whatever it is you fellows do. I'm ready to face my punishment.
All right, we'll do this by the book. Edward Quartermain, I'm arresting you for the murder of Beatrice Lucilla. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Any trouble, officers?
Nothing we can't handle.
Anything all right, Edward?
Oh, yeah, it's almost as much fun as getting a driver's license. Well, now I suppose it's time for the official questioning. I don't see your rubber hose, Commissioner.
If you recall, when I read you your rights, I said you could have a lawyer present.
Well, my attorneys get very large fees. Are you sure that's absolutely necessary?
I usually recommend it in cases as serious as this.
Look, you already have my confession. I don't know what more we have to talk about.
Your statement was made in informal surroundings. You're going to have to reiterate it again just for the record. Also, Any other pertinent details which may be proof of the allegations?
I suppose there'll be witnesses present, other people to take it all down.
And type it, after which you'll be asked to sign it.
Yeah, just like at the office.
I really think you should have a lawyer here, Edward.
I've told you before it is not necessary. Unless, of course, you plan to ask me some questions of a very tricky nature.
All right. I'll give you a sneak preview. How did you know that Beatrice was allergic to that drug, the one that killed her?
Well, you know, with 2 doctors in the family, all those hospital tests of Beatrice at the hospital, full knowledge of hospital procedure, any clever man could have figured it out.
Which apparently you did.
I'm an extremely clever man, Scorpio, as you're going to find out when we start playing 20 questions.
Take this man to his cell.
Should he get the usual shower and denos?
The works. I want no favors shown.
Wait, well, no, wait.
You heard him. Let's go,
Wait just a
Quartermain.
minute.